Alright, I'm at Ramsey Park today. The sun's in my eyes. I brought my dog Bailey, and I thought I'd just show you what the trail looks like. It's basically the end of winter, whatever kind of a winter that we have. So yeah, here's Bailey. Dexter's at the vet. He's getting his got his balls cut off. So we basically only have two seasons, hot and not as hot. It was, we had a pretty wet winter, so most of the stuff was green, but now as spring is coming and summer not too far behind it, we're already getting into temperatures in the 80s, and it's March, early March. Things are starting to dry out. Hopefully we'll get some rain and it'll stay green longer, but as things, this whole climate is pretty much adapted to hot and dry, well, hot, humid, and dry. And it looks kind of brown and wrinkled most of the year if we don't get any water. I don't really see much blooming right now. Here's something. These are not quite shrimp plants. Some kind of butterfly plant. I forgot what they are. They're often blooming. Right there. Maybe I'll see what they are. I'm bound to have a sign for them somewhere. There's almost always something blooming. One thing about where I live is that there's almost always something blooming. Here, oh, I think this is the Wisachi. I think that this is the Wisachi that's blooming right here. And this riverbed is dried up, the Risaka, not riverbed, like pond bed, but here. Pretty sure that's Wisachi. Yellow puffballs, and it's got thorns on it, I'm sure, yeah. There's a common native tree. So that's some bad news. I guess this past year's, we didn't get, it gets a little cold. Sometimes we get a freeze. It doesn't look like this yucca plant made it this year, or this agave. I think it's called yucca or agave. That that happens in our yard too. There's some stuff that didn't make it. That happens in my, and that happens even in my yard. Some stuff doesn't make it. If we get a good freeze, I don't know why. Stuff will make it many years and then just not make it, not quite make it this year. It depends on how bad the frost is and kind of just luck of the draw, but whatever. We had a few trees die in our yard this past freeze. Pond's still full of duckweed. It's getting kind of low. We need to fill it up. Some more Wisachi. There's an egret, I think. They live in the irrigation ditches, but sometimes you find them around here. They're really pretty. They're really got long necks. They're almost all neck. Here, I think. No, that's not an egret. I forget what this guy is. I forget. But we got him. Uh, by the time I remember, he'll be gone. We got signs up. He's not that. He's not a great egret. I see him in the irrigation ditches, and sometimes they hang around cows. I don't know. I've seen them at my house a few times. They like that. They often are with ibis, but not all the time. Just a pretty cool big bird that is native around here. Here's something also blooming on the trail. I forget. I don't know what these are. I'm sure that the butterflies like them though. Nice purple flowers. I get this in frame. I think that I've grown flowers like this, but not wild. These are wild. Lilacs, I have no idea. And here's some more. We got bee, some butterflies. Always something blooming. See, here we got one of these purple butterflies. Oh, there it goes. Oh, where'd it go? Ah, missed them again. I can hear some hummingbirds in the bushes, but I can't see them. I don't know what's blooming right now to attract them, but they do winter here a lot. Quite a few hummingbirds all across North America come both, to South Texas and into Mexico to winter, so it's not uncommon. There's a big lizard. I think it's what do you call them? I think my sister has one. Not dragons, but they got, has to do with, I think, their neck. I think you could see it, can't you? Yeah, there he is. Or she, probably. I don't know. There's one in our yard. What is it? Are they horned dragons? I think. Spike dragons. Yeah, there. Anyway, there's quite a few of them. All kinds of lizards. You don't often see them around here though. This one's pretty big. Some more Texas blue sage. Not a lot of it is blooming, but just a little bit. I don't know how frequently these bloom. They're often blooming, but not all the time. Looks like these are just starting again, or just have gotten over it. All right, and here's the cove. I caught a fish here a couple weeks ago. It was a small catfish, though. It wasn't big enough to keep, and a couple of crabs. I need to try fishing out here some more, but I just haven't really done it. In Arroyo, Colorado. What's left of it. I think that's all for today's hike. The SpaceX launches today. Hopefully it'll actually go off. I need to get out there. I got about an hour and a half to get ready and go. So I'm going to do that. So this is what I mean by not everything makes it every winter. I'm a little upset about this. This is one of my night blooming jasmines that I planted last year, and I really wanted it to do well. And the frost killed off most of it. Luckily, it's coming back. I have an idea for this to be completely bushy and just smell when it blooms. This one, same thing, only it is barely coming back. Just a few, I don't know, just this, actually. So this is really behind. Hopefully the roots will hold. Same thing with this one, although this one's looking pretty good. And then you can see that's an aloe vera plant. It's the ends of its leaves kind of got nicked, but it'll make it. And this was a dragon fruit. I don't know. It's still kind of green down here. It might not be. It's probably not. It's probably dead. Fortunately, I potted up a bunch because they divide really easily, but it didn't make it either. Roses did good though. So that's nice. I got 3 different roses. So now to the oval that's in front of the house. It's doing pretty good. I'm still working on it. Oh, that's not good though. This is milkweed. And you see these yellow bugs? They're aphids, and oh, that's really not good. I need to spray these. I don't like spraying them because there's a ladybug. Ladybugs eat aphids, so maybe I shouldn't spray it because I also have the milkweed to attract butterflies, and I don't want to hurt the butterflies. The monarch butterflies like this, but these aphids are terrorizing this plant. And I don't want it. Don't want them. So the jasmine, night blooming jasmine, did pretty good here. Better than out at the road, but it still died back quite a bit, and I lost one of the plants. Or no, I guess, yeah, I did. Yeah, I lost one. It was over here. That's too bad. And I got the rest of the beds planted with wildflower, like all these holes, kind of these bare spots, have wildflowers and dill in them, and they'll be coming up pretty soon. And they already are, but you won't notice them for probably another month or 2. Figs are doing good. This group of figs in here. And here I've started some figs. It doesn't look like that many are going to make it. That's okay. These are all turkey brown. I think that 1, 2, let's see. There's a good chance that about half of these will root, and then I'll have, way too many figs. I already have too many figs, but they're really easy to root. So this palm tree didn't make it. That's kind of sad. It's been there for a long time. The others are doing good. Let's see, try to get them, but that one didn't make it. That's okay. When they die, it kind of hollows out, and the birds use them as nests. So that's good. We had ducks nesting. It's happened before, and a family of ducks nested in the hollow of the tree for like 5 or 6 years. Might as well leave it up. It's not the end of the world, but it's still a little sad. And over here on this fence line, I've got sunflower seeds and dill. They'll be coming up for the birds and the butterflies. And then the other sad thing, this Hong Kong orchid tree that we've also had for a long time didn't make it. So had to cut it down. Haven't burnt it yet, but have to plant a new tree in here because the trees really help protect the chickens from getting taken by hawks. Got most of it. Finally, the citrus is blooming this time of year, and we've got quite a bit of it. We got 4 trees over here, and then on the other side another 6 trees, different kinds of citrus. Oranges, I think I already went over oranges, lemons, limes, grapefruit. But the smell of citrus is it's also a really nice, fragrant smell. You just gotta smell it. It's really, really delicate floral scent, and it doesn't last that long. But for a month or so, it's pretty much the whole backyard smells like it. You got to pay attention. Here is the lemon tree. You can see blossoms. They kind of remind me of jasmine, but they're not. The smell is it's different, but it's similar in like how light and fragrant it can be. This pineapple almost didn't make it. It lost some of its roots and it sort of died back a little bit, but I put it in a pot and it survived the last frost, and now it's actually blooming. So is the other one too. I lost 2 other pineapples that I had tried to start this past year, so I'm a little upset, but I have not had a pineapple fruit yet. I'm excited about that. All this stuff made it, most of it. And I've got a Mexican oregano that we almost lost it, but this little stem survived, and I rooted it, and it looks like it's going to make it. All this milkweed, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I got it. And finally, still early, but we've got blueberries coming on, which is nice. The pineapple, there was a couple pineapples here, they didn't make it, but these blueberries are nice. I wish the plants looked a little bit better, but it's still putting on blueberries, so that's good. This one is also a blueberry. It doesn't look so good. I don't know, it doesn't want to keep its leaves. None of them do, but it's not quitting. So I don't know. I need to look up what that means. And there's this kind of mess in here is a mess, but there's a blackberry bush that is kind of taken over, and it'll be producing quite a few blackberries. The grapes started leafing out yet. And that's about as exciting as it gets here.